Calm down. The raffle's not live yet. Let's see. I will put it live. Let me figure out what I'm doing for it first. There it is. Let's see. So I'll probably just give away prizes every half hour here. Ooh, looks like something jumped right in front of me. The Viking Palisade Castle walls. Why not start off with those guys? Now. Oh, you're only doing it because it said to do it? Nah, Dev won't get ganked. I just thought if I showed up here, you guys tend to like to go to places wherever I'm standing. So I figured if you did it here, at least it would be interesting to watch you guys. So if you want to come PvP in here. Or I'll tell you what, if in case there's anybody out there who's tempted, I'll do a time scale to 1.7. 1.7. Make it a little more exciting. I see you guys raffling. I don't see it. Oh no, it is getting in there. It's just not replying. You guys are showing up. Daniel, JMCL, Coswald, Dirthmile, Rinaldi, the Green Guy, Waxman 007, Skeggy Media are the first 5. I haven't done that in a while. I'm not sure why it's not giving you the you're in thing, but you're definitely in. Gwendolyn's now the last one. Dr. Hernbrand, Philanthropic. Let's see. Yeah, all right. Already up to 26 people. So I'll do as many questions as I can here. I'm going to try to give away, I'll probably do at least 3 giveaways in terms of stuff. I may end up doing some more here, depending on what mood I'm in. So keep me in a good mood. My mood may be slightly lower if I seem low energy today. It's not because of a long week. Well, it may be a long week too. It is actually because, I'm not sure if you guys remember, I'm sure many of you remember this time, but I definitely remember it. Star absolutely positively remembers it, which is about, I think it was about 3 years ago. Star came down with shingles, which is one of those things when you get it, you're like, what? That's like really a thing? That's people actually get that? I thought that was like an old man disease. Well, it turns out Star and I are actually old men now. But Star came down with it, and he got the absolute worst possible kind of shingles. Yeah, it's story time. I'll story time until there's a few more people here. Yeah, so he had shingles. Like the most common places you get it like here on your side, on your ribs, on your right side. But Star got the type where it was like on his face and in his ear. Like basically the absolute worst possible one, which getting it on your side is like, oh, that's bad. Getting it on your face and in your ears, if you can imagine having shingles in your ear. Anyways, he got it bad, but it turned out like a few days after he got it, and he was like telling the team about it. I was like, that's not a real thing. And then I was like, man, why does my side hurt? It's like I got like a weird rash thing there. It's super sensitive. It's crazy. Turned out I had shingles too. Not contagious. We just did both. There we go. Now we got someone showing up to try and get on camera. I just happened to get it at the exact same time as him. I think it was both like one of those releases where we were both super stressed. And it showed up in the form of shingles. So anyway, so I'm telling that story while I installed it for people to get here. Because today I went and got a flu vaccine on one arm and a shingles vaccine on the other arm. So that is, yeah, Yeah, actually, Kevin Murphy, I've read it is contagious. It's not contagious in the same kind of way as other stuff, uh, anyways, 2 vaccines one day, getting those out of the way. Just showing you can do it. Go get your vaccines. Flu vaccines are important too. I was reading an article this morning on it that it's 40 to 60% effective, but I think people, like everybody in the world now, is like a vaccine expert. But now also you have to remember that even though you still have a chance of getting the flu after getting a vaccine, you also, if you do get the flu, you're more likely to get a reduced symptom type flu. So anyways, doing my part, got the flu shot, got the shingles shot. Do not want to get what Star had. The one I had, where it's just on my side, was bad enough. Karen Murphy, you had it on your face. Yeah, that's, again, for me, it was kind of like, oh, this is kind of annoying and kind of, it wasn't great. I just basically had to change my sleep, how I sleep, to make sure it wasn't rubbing or anything like that. But for me, it was nothing at all. I mean, it was bad, but not crazy bad. For Star, it was a nightmare. He was on like pain pills and all sorts of stuff for like a week or so, and he missed. I think that may be the only time he missed streams back then, was that one shingle incident. But anyways, enough with story time. Just showing off my shots, because if I do seem low energy today, that's the reason why. I'm actually sleeping pretty well these days. It's great. And I'm here in the Rise. If anybody wants to come join, I'll probably fly the camera around just to see what's going on. You can also see the fun. This is also one of those fun things when you use dev cheats like this. You can see some of the performance optimizations we do. As you can see, these guys are playing animations. You can see those little guys down there. Slide, slide, slide. Not something you normally see, but again, lots of performance optimizations going in for characters, so we can set how far away they are visible and change them up for different scenes and that type of stuff. But today I'm here to talk or answer dev questions, because we did the last stream, and I think between Elgarion reading the list and fishing contest and various storytime stuff, I didn't even sing last stream. But we got to the end of the stream and we had like 15 minutes left to answer dev questions, and I think we were only a month behind the start of the stream. So today I'll start with stuff on the front of the stream, but the top of the list, the oldest ones, I don't think I'm going to get through all of them, but I will jump to the end and answer some of the ones given in the last day or two or during the stream. Let's see. Ask a Dev. I am on August 29th. Oh, wait, that's wrong. August 31st. Here we go. I'm looking through here. For those who don't know, that if you do the Ask a Dev thing, it actually shows up in one of our team chat channels, so it's very visible to the team, and it's great because there's lots of discussions here, so some of these have to read through the discussions and find the questions in between. Owsley, can we get a filter on the locate player vendor items window? You mean I'm not sure what the meaning of that is, because there is the filter on it, but maybe meaning the pre-filter, so it limits what comes in. That's one of the ones that's we've looked at, we continue to look at. Right now, there's only a couple scenes in the game where it takes more than just a minute to load it up. You can continue playing while it loads up, of course. So we'll probably do a few more optimizations just in terms of how we push data. We're probably not going to have any server-side filtering. That's one of those. It is probably not that costly, but we're trying to make sure we don't do anything that might induce lag server-side or induce memory allocation stuff. And most of the things, it's tough to do that type of stuff without introducing a lot of memory allocations and resulting in garbage collection, which is one of those things we try to avoid. We could do it, but right now I think just within a minute or two, I think if we can get them down, just a little more optimizations, get it down so the big towns like Crafter's Town or whatever show up in a minute, I think we'll be happy with it. So we probably won't do any filter. We'll probably leave it player side. But I hear you. I know it was really bad, and that's actually we discovered that for those who missed the last stream, we discovered that the performance is actually worse on live than it was on QA, and I think that's because on QA, the game server and the database servers, the Mongo server is on the same PC, and it cuts down the travel time between it, which is probably just a millisecond or less because they're in the same local network cluster for the live one, but it does actually introduce some extra time to it. That's been the only explanation for it so far. But yeah, anyways, we will continue to look for optimizations, but probably not doing server-side filtering. We may end up having to do that if we can't get it down to where we want it, but probably not. Let's see. Let's see. Was there additional bonus added to light armor specialization similar to how heavy armor specialization boosts our resistance? I don't think so. I can tell you that my Elgarion, who I don't know if he's watching here or not. I haven't seen him show up in chat yet, but I'm not watching chat too close. But he is actually getting super interested in skill stuff and has been doing more and more in skill stuff. So I would not be surprised if Elgarion takes some passes at some skill stuff. And that's the type he tries to look for. Is he's amazing at going and making massive spreadsheets showing here's what everything in the game is, all the skills in the game and which ones are out of balance in different ways. So the locate player. Oh, the vendor. Okay. I misunderstood what you guys were talking about on the vendor question. Extra stream is super extra. And yeah, for those who don't know, we used to do Friday streams every Friday, but we always ran low. We didn't, it was, for one, it was exhausting for the team. We're doing them on Friday just as tradition. But guess what? Many of the people on the team want to do stuff on Fridays that is not, doing a stream for players. I know that's shocking that some people have life. I, on the other hand, have very little life. I do like to spend Fridays with my family, of course. But that's actually why I'm doing this one a little bit early. Is I owe someone. I was supposed to play Minecraft with someone the last 2 or 3 days, and I did not get to play Minecraft with them. But she really, really wants to show me Bacon Betty, who runs the shop, the pet store in her Minecraft village that she's built. So that's why the stream is at 3 today. But yeah, setting out on different days. Another thing, I'm going to try to start doing some more streams just myself, and some other people on the team said they would be willing to step up and help too, because we've been falling behind in terms of answering questions, and I think player face-to-face interaction stuff. So anyways, let me get to some questions here. Can we have bulk crafting recipes for spirit ingredients, please? Oh, I didn't know that was actually a problem. That's the whiskey and all those things. That's one of the ones that sets off alarms all over the place on the server. I track stuff that tries to track kind of I've got it up in front of me here. No, I'm not going to show it to you. But it tracks the kind of the heartbeat of a lot of different stuff in terms of the economy and gold added to the game and when big transactions happen and that type of stuff. So I can kind of see, hopefully catch anomalies in there, which it does. It actually does a pretty good job of catching anomalies. Oh, and it looks like we've got at least a couple people down there now. But whiskey is already one of the ones that sets off alarms all over the place because players will spend a bunch of money long ago, and then after a long period of time, they come back and they make a ton of money. And it always looks weird on my various graphs and charts and sets off alarm bells when people are doing it in large form. So I do know that you are making those ingredients a lot. I will paste that to chat. I'm not sure why we don't have it. Again, it's one of those things we always talk about. We want to make sure there's cost for stuff, and one of the costs in terms of doing stuff is the time spent creating things. But again, some of these things, it's the collecting of the stuff that should be where the time cost is, not in terms of stuff. But I know a lot of the ingredients for For the brewing recipes are also things that are grown. So really it's the farming side of things that is where a lot of the time is spent. So adding additional tediousness to the recipe crafting is not something we really need to do. Hold on, I'm getting out my sheet. And those are the type of simple quality of life things we like. I'll talk to people and see if they know of a reason why we do make those tedious. A lot of them, it's just because that's how it's always been. Let's see. Why can't we sell or trade some items like player-owned town boat? I bought one for my town, but I'm not the steward. Now I'm stuck with it. So, I mean, if you're asking why some items are heritage, that is a really, really long topic. That is just one of those things that if we have a game that has no monthly subscription, that makes its money by selling non-pay-to-win stuff like decorations and those type things, that if we have everything in the game is a permanent good that is tradable, there is no path. The long run is basically the game will be full of goods that will never go away and will just be traded between players. To some extent, that's good, but it basically undercuts all of our possible ways to make money if we just have a game that is completely saturated with permanent goods that are freely tradable. That's why about 2 years ago the change was made to move many things to be heritage. Now this is only addressing one part of your question though, but the many things being heritage is you have to pay a small fee to trade them to another player is kind of the idea. That again, we are a free game and don't have a required monthly subscription, so that was kind of the deal basically, so that we could continue to make money to support the game. Now as for there's several problems in what you just mentioned, one of which is having things that can be sold to players who are not stewards and not town, or basically selling them player-owned town stuff that can't be used because they're not a player-owned town owner. So that's one that we actually have talked about on the channel, on our internal channels, just in this last week, because of trying to make things error-free. In that case, we do already have, where is it? Yeah, it's already put in the town improvements category. So everything's supposed to be in here. It's the belief of the team. But we don't make that clear. I don't think we make it clear enough that the town improvements are things that are directly aimed at pot owners. So that's one of the things we've talked about, is making it, if you buy something and you're not flagged as a steward or a town owner, it'll pop up like a warning and extra dialogue. So we can flag that stuff, because we do have it in the town improvements, but again, not clear enough for you guys. And if that does happen to you, that's one of those where you feel free. Again, we try to be pretty responsive on that stuff. Feel free to mail support or whatever, and we can, either trade it to somebody for you for free, or possibly even give you, trade back your quotas to you. Give it a try. We'll see. Somebody's going to be hating me for saying that, but we have done that before. We just don't make it a public policy. We aren't trying to make money by selling you stuff you can't use, though. Oh, and that was from Keyman. Crossfire Bugs Eye. Also, by the way, I think Crossfire Bugs Eye, I think I was on a thread with you and that your machine died. Sorry, dude. Yeah, nothing sucks worse than your machine dying. That someone was looking into why you might be having some problems, and I think it was because you were trying to play currently on something that had an integrated video card, like an Intel integrated into the chip video card. Those are not officially supported by the game, but it's one of those kind of a CYA, is we don't want to set the expectation that you can play the game on those. I think it does run, and I think he did get it running, by the way. If you're out there, sorry man, I hate it. Nothing worse than having your PC die. Let's see. Oh, and then his question is, can we add a pot filter on the Kodo store to hide specific pot items if we are not a pot owner? See default filter to on. So that's the one I was just saying is we're going to try to add a flag, an extra dialogue that'll pop up when you get ready to buy something, that if you're not a pot owner, it'll say, you're not a pot owner. This is a pot owner only item. Let me go ahead and put a note to make sure we actually try and get to that in short order or order. Let's see. Pot only items from store have verification. This release. We'll see how that goes. And I hear the people in the zone chatting there. I see a couple of dead people there. That's good. I'm not sure where they're fighting at currently. Oh, I see somebody down there. Oh yeah, this is one of those dev-only type bug things too. Is when I fly around like that, the camera, the server still has me in the hidden in a corner upstairs, and so I start getting weird visual type stuff going on because I'm not getting the updates for some things. Let's see, where'd you guys go? More questions. Let's see. Okay, let me look over here. As Modi Mule says, you're here for my skull. Okay, well I can manage. I can do that. Let's see. Oh, and I got some people to thank here before I get too far gone and I miss them. Thank you for. Oh crud! Hold on. Let me get that in there. Thank you, Balork, for the follow. Thank you, Anna Ford, for the follow. Thank you, Lude Dad 1982. Thank you for the follow, even though that's an awkward name. Owsley Soda, thank you for the follow. Suzor, thank you for the resub. Puddlefoot resub, thank you. Sewer, thank you for the bits. Zixer 99, thank you for the follow. All right. And thank you for the follow, Levy Reed. Oh, and also if you're on the stream and you play the game, if you're on the stream and you don't play the game, you should play the game. Go download it. Start downloading now while you're watching because it's free to play. And we do have an in-game store, but the in-game store is all beauty items, decoration items, cooler looking house type stuff. So. But if you do want to get in on some of the prizing that's going to happen, which I'm going to start here in about 8 minutes, giving away the first prize, and then I'll do some more. Maybe I'll go to every 15 minutes after this first one. But you do have to follow the stream to get in on the prizes. And all you got to do is do !raffle. I'll come down and give you my skull here in a bit. Let me get through some questions. I'm doing pretty poorly, honestly, on my questions. This is the problem. When I'm the only guy on the stream, I have very lengthy answers to a lot of different questions. Let's see. Data Inky custom. Crossfire Bugs Eyes asking about you have the ability to pass data variables to Inky for our custom scripts to use. Can we get the player name, title, gender, guild name, PvP status, specialization, town, weather, date, time, siege status, other useful information? That's a bunch of different stuff there. Yes, I actually have on my short list for this release is getting the Inky stuff playing better when the lot owner is not in town. Right now, I know they do not behave correctly sometimes. I actually thought that was another one of those where it had been fixed, but apparently I just had another report that you can't. Inkies will only work if the Inky owner is in town, so I'll be looking into that. Let's see. Any chance salvaging can give materials 100% of the time, even with a pattern? Oftentimes players don't want the pattern. I'm getting a call from a number. Oh, it's actually the HEB calling me back to see if I'm still alive after getting my vaccine. They always do that. I forgot about that. My vaccine. Shingles and flu for those who got here late. Let's see. Yeah, so making the changes for... We just have to add in both, not make it an either or to get that to work without a lot of extra effort, because the server kind of picks all the loot stuff, picks what goes in there. And it's not like we could give you an option that would be an easy one to implement. If you get a pattern, you do not get any salvage. Okay, yeah. Well, that's an easy one to fix. Well, I say easy one to fix, says the guy who probably wouldn't be touching the data. It sounds like Elgarian has that on his list, and I say that easy one to fix for me because I'm not the guy who would have to go and touch like 400 salvage bundles. That is actually something, one of the reasons I've been spending some time lately getting us moved to the newest version of Unity. We do have it up and building and running, so I've verified that the performance is within our, close to our target rate. Oh, there's another guy who's sliding because I'm too far away because I'm cheating. Slide, 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 slide. But I'm like 3 steps out from where I was. Yes, this is the squirrel distraction thing. Currently, to edit those bundles, the tools in Unity 2018, we built them inside the Unity editor as Unity wants you to do. But honestly, the tools in there get so slow on bigger data sets that many team members end up just opening Notepad++ or something and editing the text version of it, which gets really error prone and can cause some wackiness. So you're torn between error checking or very error prone type stuff. But I've been working on getting this moved to Unity 2021 because even though there's not many things that'll be visible to players, there's not many player-facing things. One of the big improvements is a lot of the tools are better in it. The tools perform better, so the hope is I can get on that, and it will actually speed up our internal development, even though you guys won't see any direct improvements from it. There's a lot of new stuff that went into Unity 2021, but honestly, most of it requires a lot of work to get working, to get improvements. Oh, and thank you, Levi Reed, for the follow, and Why Sold on Chat follow. And Graceful Bard, thank you for the host. And also thank you, Graceful Bard, for retweeting my tweet yesterday. That was actually, someone threw that out on the team, and we were all looking at the Squid Games. If the Squid Games have, the guys in it have like the mask, like the Kabbalist mask and hood. So I tweeted something on that. I did a who wore it better, and Graceful Bard retweeted. So thank you, Graceful Bard. Oh, but so Unity 2021 has a lot of new features to it, but many of them they're great features if you're starting a game now in it. Not so great if you're trying to move a game over to it. Moving over to some of the, like the HDRP, the high def render pipeline, and some of the other render pipeline stuff that's in there can give you some improvements, not a ton of improvements. And again, these guys are sliding right now because my body is actually far, far away from here. And it causes some weirdness in terms of behavior. So maybe I'll just go over here and stand on this. Oh, looks like we're actually getting a few PvPers in here now. Good. But anyways, we will get some improvements from the new Unity, but just not enough to make it worth moving to it on its own. One of the things we are hoping to get from it, though, is now, is that the thing that is going on right now? I think that's the thing that I'm supposed to be looking at right now. There's been a new movement glitch that happens on platforms. You guys can confirm. But a movement glitch that happens on platforms since the movement changes went in case anybody was wondering what this map looks like from the outside. Hold on, let me get my camera to a better spot. Okay. Hey, thank you very much, Aaron Doom, for the bits. Happy to have some bits in there. And if you do get I'll tell you what, if we do get one of the, what's it called, the hype train thing going. Normally on our streams, on our Friday streams, we do, if there's a hype train, then we do one extra round of prizes. But we're doing the prize-inning version where you have to say it in chat in the game, not in here. Since this was more of a little casual stream, I'm just doing the prizes in here. I will honor that though, and I'll just give away extra rounds of stuff for this. So if you do get a hype train going, but no pressure. Hey, thank you, Graceful Bard. Thank you for the resub. Okay, anyways. I am proving to babble a lot. I know. Sorry about that. Let's see. We get a lot of Ask a Dev questions in here. A lot of them are silly. What is Canadian bacon? This is from Arthas Dimpleton. It seems also that goofy questions are quite contagious in the Ask a Dev. Someone will ask a dev a goofy question, and it always gets followed up by 2 or 3 more goofy questions. Let's see. Alexander, this is from Eve Midnight, would like to say Alexander would like it to be a tutu thong combo. We want sexy tamers. I swear I didn't suggest that, says Alexander. Again, these are all on our Ask a Dev things. Eve Midnight did ask the serious question, though, and I think we may have answered this on the stream. We've noticed there's no taming legs artifacts. Alexander suggests we have taming legs, or taming thongs. I do think there's going to be some taming legs going. I think that's one that Elgarian took notes on last time, so I think that is going to happen. E Honda says, can we get animal heads added to the butchery table so we can craft salvage them for meat and or bones? What? No, those are meant for hanging. I'm not sure when we're going to get some more recipes for food stuff, and that is one, I think it's one of those where it never occurred to us that somebody would take the rare head part of it and try to do something. Maybe we can get some like head cheese or something. Isn't that like pig brains mixed with something? I forget what head cheese is. You guys would know. Fishing waders, just saying, that's a good idea, Merrick. Let's see. Crossfire Bug's Eye. Can we get a slain by tag on pristine trophy heads that applies to a solo kill, similar to trophy fish? Ooh. That's an interesting one. Again, that's one that gets a little more complicated because it's... trying to think of all the stuff we'd have to do, but we'd have to tell the server goes and generates the loot and rolls up the loot to see what you get, so we'd have to have the alternate stuff for what you can get out, and we do have some of that already. Nothing tied to like how it's killed currently, though. That is a neat idea, though, for the solo kill. We have been talking about putting the kill, who killed something, who got the killing blow on stuff. It's one of those weird discussions where we have these things where it seems innocent to have a get your name on the trophy for the solo kill or for a kill of something so that who killed it shows up on there. And it always starts debates internally about but what about the healers? They're never going to get their name on things. So. Let's see. I'm skipping down a bit. I think we skipped ahead to these earlier on last stream. Can we get some quartz nodes added to the bottom level of Exeter Crag mines? There are giant quartz crystals there, but no mineable quartz. All right, I'm going to make a note of that. That one feels like a pretty easy one to address. I know somebody was asking about crystal decos, and I think those are going to be a thing coming up soon, as you'll be able to have craft or buy crystal decos. Do. Mad Chef Zeno says, easy, just make healing spells do damage to death mages. That's one of those things that's tough to tell a death mage. I guess the one thing we could have is make death mages, if you are death spec, if you're specialized in death magic, that you're officially a death mage. It was still actually fairly popular last time I went to look to see how many people were spec'ing it. Owlsley, that was, he has to ask a dev of any update on the minecart 4-year bug. Your tune is thrown off the cart over the track. That is actually the thing. You just saw me get on the elevator. That is the same issue. I know what caused it. And it actually has caused a number of other issues that were totally unexpected side effects from it, which was making bump handling better, believe it or not. This is something that apparently it's one of those after looking at it. It honestly was just coincidental that it ever worked is kind of the the general explanation for it. And the pure luck for it working apparently stopped being lucky when we made it so bump handling was better. So the bump handling is actually what makes it fall through there. So either I will have a fix for that in this next release. I may actually roll back the better bump handling for stuff until we can address some of those issues. Those are things that we had it on QA for a while. We do try to put things on QA for a while when we can, but that's how many people went to ride their minecart on QA is... I certainly didn't test on that. I also did not test on this particular elevator because I know it doesn't happen on all elevators. But yeah, we'll have a fix for that this next release, one way or the other. It may be fixing the bump stuff or rolling back the bump stuff until we can figure out what's going on with it. But it's an odd side effect. Bump fix handling made so many things better. Gwendolyn, yeah, I'm hoping I can come up with a bump fix that does not cause problems. And it may just be, honestly, it may be one that's semi-hacky-ish, because we already know when you're on like an elevator or on a moving platform, and it may just be that I roll back the bump handling, turn down the numbers for what it'll handle while you're on one of those. That may be the simple fix that is, fixes 99% of the cases for it. So, but yeah, I know it does. I was the same way. If you think it's annoying as a player, people always ask me to go and do playthroughs and stream the playthroughs. Well, when I do a playthrough, I'd play for 5 minutes and hit one of the places where I'm like, why should I have to jump here? It's like a small, brick. I'm getting hung up on a small brick and I have to jump it. This is before I made that change. And I would never get any streaming done because I'd spend the whole time like getting annoyed by something and going and fixing it immediately. So I hear you. Is there some reason people are doing a raffle? Yes, you should do a raffle. I'm doing the first giveaway now. I'm going to try to do giveaways every 15 minutes going forward. But let me go ahead and do the first one. If you have not done a raffle, do a raffle. Not Baffle Merrick. I'm pretty sure you're already in there anyways. Hey, you got a pretty good number of people in there this time. So first one up is going to be a Viking Castle Palisade wall. This is, I just looked on the store and it was like the first one that popped up and it looks cool. It's one of these wall sets. It's pretty sweet. Lilybird, there's no phrase. I'm not doing the phrase thing. I'm just doing the in stream. I'm not doing the full prizing. I don't want to punish Laney with all that giveaway stuff. So today I'm going to do fewer prizes, but bigger prizes. And I'm just doing it for people in the stream. So here we go. You guys ready? This is the Viking Palisade Castle. Viking Palisade Castle walls goes to... I got my entry. You guys ready? Closing the giveaway and pick raffle. I think I missed. Oh no, I did get it. One Replay Can't. Who are you, One Replay Can't? If you want to tell me who you are in game, I will send that off to you. Whoever grand. Hey! One replay can't. You, sir. Angelus Shack? Is that your in-game name? That statement is confusing. Angelus Shack. I'm going with that. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'll get that off to you after the stream. And let me pick a new thing that's even cooler. Hold on, I gotta cheat and give myself some crowns. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. Ah! Okay, I'll sit here. That's cool. Do. Oh. So lazy. Don't go check your UI. You don't have that button. You need a puppy? Let me see. Maybe I'll give away... I'll do 15-minute giveaways here for a bit, which means I practically need to do one now. Oh, and I did the raffle. If you entered the raffle, you don't need to enter again. I'm just going to do the let it keep rolling. I know you guys will do it anyways. I know you're going to be raffling away, but you'll already be on the list, so just so you know. But feel free, go ahead. I know you love spamming up things. Let's see, pets and mounts. I was looking for a puppy. Giant. How big is that giant rabbit? That looks pretty big there. Unicorn mounts. Oh, we got to do the white stag mount. Poof, a mini greyhound. I have a mini greyhound. He's sleeping somewhere around here. We will do a white stag mount for the next one. And I'll do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to draw that in 4 minutes. Let me answer one more question, and if I remember, I will answer. I will jump back over to do that. Let's see. Oh, this is good. This is one that Devil Cult could probably crank out pretty quick. The gear repair warning on the upper right lists the item needing repair. Can you also display the current durability status of the item? You want to wait until the last second so it doesn't sneak up on him. Yeah, I'll get that on the list for Devil Cult. That's probably an easy one. And I'm putting it on the list. Again, I let people, including Devil Cult, they know what things, they know the effort involved with things. And especially guys like Devil Cult and Elgarion, they not only know the effort involved with things, but they know how valuable it is to players, as they are both longtime players of the game. So I'm not guaranteeing it'll get done, but I will mention it to them because that's probably an easy low-hanging fruit item. And also, since we've started doing the new way we do our patch notes, which again we got compliments on last time, but I have a script I run that dumps the entire every change made during the release that didn't get put into a patch, dumps it into a spreadsheet, and then I go through and delete the stuff that is not player facing or that's duplicates and that type of stuff, do some cleanup by hand. And it seems it's become a bit of a competition. Some people get sad because I end up deleting all their stuff or most of their stuff. Devil Cult's one of those who wants to be in the competition. But honestly, Keith, Sanyo, and Elgarion always have the most number of player-facing bullet point fronts. Now, to some extent, that is probably because they create some, because a lot of them are like bug fixes for little things that they may have introduced or may not. But like Keith always has dozens and dozens of quest bug fixes, and Elgarion's always got tons and tons of item fixes. But anyways, long story short, Devil Cult will probably like that because it'll get him a quick bullet point of something cool. Ehondis, Chris, what brand pork rind should I try as a newbie? Oh, You know what? For those who didn't watch the stream years ago, for a while there I was in an absolute pork rind kick, and I would get the microwave pork rinds, and they just looked like someone took a football. And I'm not kidding. It looks like they took a football and cut them up, and then he just took some and threw it on a paper plate and threw it in the microwave, and then they would expand in the microwave. I think I got too many pork rinds, and I just decided I was done with pork rinds for a while, and I still have not gone back. So, any microwave pork rinds, they do sell some. I know they still show them to me on Amazon, but they sell them like in a big, like 1 pound bag or something. I can't imagine eating a pound of pork rinds. Well, except that I did several times. But anyways, I can't imagine it now, but give them a try. They're actually good. They're fairly healthy. The only thing bad about them is, well, I'm sure they contain like tons of poisons and, plutonium and all sorts of other crazy stuff that will kill you. But they do have a lot of salt in them, so. Let's see. Tummy Rumble Thunderbottom always brings the good questions. Rideable sandworms. Thanks in advance. I don't think we'll be getting rideable sandworms. That it is on our short list for Damon to get some animations. He actually has had. I don't want to push that on because he still had the horse jumping. He's got 2 or 3 things left to do to get the horse jumping, so you can jump while on a horse. And I don't want to distract him too much from that because he's been avoiding eye contact with that one for a while. I'll put that on my meeting list for Tuesday. Horse jump. Win? I believe the tech has been done for that, and the animation tree stuff has been done for that. He just hasn't done his part for it, so. And it's not like he's not working his butt off. He works his butt off, so. A few months ago, you mentioned adding a second page of Kodo store sale listings. Can you provide a status update on when that might be added? Oh, this is one of those wacky things. So we could add it now, but there's all this crazy stuff behind the scenes. I think people think we like handpick sales stuff or have some magic. It actually just goes off of a algorithm. Like basically we've got a long list of here's like the 1,000+ items or whatever that might be available in the store to go on sale. And then it uses some like prime number to jump through every, pick the 9 items or whatever. So we talked about it by doing that. If we had a second page, we would have to change some other stuff because having the second page would make it so enough sale items came up. I'm trying to remember what it was. It's like the sale items would come up too frequently, and we'd have to shorten or we'd have to increase the sale duration, or Wizard Smoke would have to go rewrite some of his logic. I'm in favor of him go rewriting some of his logic, but again, he's also one of those people that has a lot of stuff to do. We will probably have not a second sale page, but we're getting it down to the point where we can do like the rapid fire sales where we have sales every, the sale items change every 2 hours or something. I actually like that a lot better for you guys because it puts a little pressure on you. Get it now. It's going to vanish soon. Let's see. Oh, and it looks like for Owlsley earlier asking about the quartz nodes, I'm now reading down below. It looks like Sanyo already added Jira. Soda 69643, in case you want to keep track of it. That's the task number for it. That's to get more quartz in Exeter Crag Mines. Hey, I forgot, but I remember now. Let's do another giveaway. This one is for the stag. White stag. You guys ready? Again, you should all be raffled up already. If you haven't raffled, you need to raffle. But if you've raffled once already today, then you're already in there. All right, you ready? Here we go. Stag party goes to... No, not Waffle. Here we go. Puddlefoot. Congratulations, Puddlefoot. Who might you be, Puddlefoot? Are you Puddlefoot in-game? Pud. All right, well, Puddlefoot, you need to tell me who you are. I'm going to put down Puddlefoot for now, and I can probably go figure it out if you don't show up. No in-game given, because he's idle and just here to steal prizes from you guys. Shame. No bridge troll. I'm not falling for that anymore. Game name given. All right, well, let me pick the 4 o'clock prize real quick, and then I'm going to go back and answer. Too late, Puddlefoot. I gave it away. I'm just kidding. Who are you in game, Puddlefoot? Are you Puddlefoot? I'm trying to remember. Was it Bridge Troll? All right. Puddlefoot. Got it. I think it may have been Bridge Troll. Somebody got me with that in-game where I listened to them. They said, in-game name, whatever, and it was they're giving their name, and I sent off an item to them. They had to send it back. Pro streamer. Let's see. How about... See, I always love these little stone keeps. That's one of my favorite ones, and I don't see them around that much. Stone keep. What kind of cool city ones? Oh, this is the one I really like. Is the Adobe Brick 2-story. Really? It's only 2,000? It's a steal. That's right. I think Elgarion may have gone and modified, updated prices on stuff. You can all say, thank you, Elgarion. This, of course, the Obsidian Keep is my, still my favorite. Actually, I take that back. The Kobold City House is my favorite. All right, hold on. I'm thinking. So much pressure. I don't see this one around that much. I think I'll go with that. Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, just a dev message. Let's do a Kobold 3-story with open deck townhome. This is a pretty nice one. Bam. That'll be next. Let me make sure the prize is open, and I'll give that away in about 10 minutes. And I will try and send these right after I get off the stream. Let's see, back to questions. Yo, Atos, can I try Shogun Watership for Shogun, or oh, probably means trade. Trade Shogun Watership for Shogun Landship. Shogun, where's the Shogun one? Is that Dry Docked? Where's Shogun stuff? Shogun. Dry Dock, they're the same price. Maybe? Why don't you email it to me? I'll be at my mail. I'll make a special exception for you. It feels like one we should have like a way you can like throw it on a crafting table and swap it from one to the other. You have the land and water. Should have a thing to change back and forth. That's what I just said. Throw it on a crafting table or something. Or salvage it and get the other one. Okay, let me get back to a few questions here. I'm going to sneak a few more, as I get close to an hour here, I'll sneak a few more off of, I'm up to September 7th, I think. Not answering too many of the silly ones. But I'll answer a few more here, and then I'll go answer some off the end. I got a little more progress on this. I see Scudder Luchnik says, are the daily XP bonuses stopped? I sign in several avatars daily and I have not seen notice of the XP. No, you should be getting bonus XP. You guys can yell at me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you should be getting bonus XP. I'll go back up here so you can tell me I'm wrong. Bridge Troll says, thanks for ending 2x 2 times EXP. Get back to decorating now. Yeah, and that's actually, I ended 2 times XP, but I turned the max attenuation cap up to 15. And we're going to be watching stuff for the next few weeks. We already are looking at some spots that'll get some tuning. We're going to try to not turn down spawn rates, but actually just improve creatures to make them more challenging and more balanced. Let's see. Yeah, you're getting bonus. You're getting bonus login bonus. You're not getting the bonus XP. You're not getting 2 times XP. Sorry, you are getting a login bonus. Turned off last I checked. Maybe you guys are talking about too many different things. I'm not sure if you're talking about attenuation or the login experience points or the 2 times XP. 2 times XP off for now. We'll probably turn it back on again at some point in the not too terribly distant future. Login bonus should always be there. The attenuation is there, but it's set really high, so most people don't notice it. And again, this is in part trying to get rid of it completely and get it so scenes, we're looking at the edge cases for scenes that are extremely rewarding to certain types of playstyles. Hollyhock, are you still boned on your boxes? Hollyhock, send me an email in-game, and I will send you one myself. You'll probably get a second one later. But I know you've been a long time person, and it's crazy that I know we have a couple of super long time people. But see, now you've been like, we haven't sent you a box, and you're still with us. If we send you a box, who knows? Maybe you'll go. Okay, well, I'll take a chance and send you a box. I'll send you a package. I'm actually trying to clean that room up that all that stuff is in. We had a bed in there. It officially became the junk room. Oh, I see somebody trying to get to where I am and probably dying in the process. But I'm trying to clean that stuff up, so we are actually fairly low on boxes. I have taken the boxes down to the person who's supposed to ship them, but they've been dealing with a number of life things as well. From kids in school to kids coming home with COVID from school to all sorts of fun stuff. So I have not gone to put any pressure on shipping stuff. So sorry about that. Let's see. I'm looking for my questions. Here we go. Tummy Rumble Thunderbottom, please add meticulous chances to character info card. Again, that's another good one that Devil Colt would probably like, because he can get another bullet point. He loves his bullet points. Let's see. I see Crossfire Bugs. I say Elgarion mentioned a couple months ago that there's a bug in the T15 Lich that's preventing him from replicating it for other creatures. Any update on fixing that bug? I expect that is that bug was a PEBCAC. Problem exists between chair and keyboard on Elgarion's part. That was probably something that when he was still learning the ropes, he probably told you that, and that's probably still stuck in your brain. Probably if you ask him again, he knows how to do it, because I am pretty confident he knows how to do that. We do have some wackiness in terms of how things work. If it can be a pain in the butt if Sanyo does what he's supposed to do, which is go and add cool sayings and dialogue to guys, that it gets a little tougher to replicate them, but even then it's not that hard, and I'm sure he knows how to do that now. So, but yeah, I think that was you were probably talking to novice Elgarion, not Jedi Elgarion of today. So let's see. I see Ulrich Hildegard. Air ranged combos are just dumbed down versions of the original skills. Any chance we get anything that would make them worth combining the glyphs mid-battle. This is one actually I've been talking to a few players and getting a lot of feedback from people. Some of them playing our game and playing other games and bringing across stuff that they like, and that's one of the things that came up was just, again, making yet another pass at some of the combo stuff. Some for balance stuff. Another one that came up was something that I actually have already started. I have the tech for it. I just haven't gone to set the data for it. Uh-oh. Why is my screen shaking? I see ice fields going on. Let me slew up there so I can see. Looks like there might actually be some action going on. Well, somebody died there. And there goes somebody running at 90 miles an hour. But anyways, the thing I was mentioning, one of the things that came up is there's this really tough balancing act that we have to do because there's some skills that are really good in PvE, suck in PvP. There's some that are really good in PvP that suck in PvP, and trying to find those right balances for things. And a lot of the ones that end up being they're seriously OP for PvP are the ones that are somewhat underpowered for PvE because they only affect one creature. And a lot of times if you're looking at, experience grinding or farming stuff or whatever, you're looking at stuff that's hitting multiple guys. You'd rather have something hit 10 guys for 50 points of damage than hit, one guy for 150 points of damage, obviously. But in PvP, you want the thing that hits somebody for 150 points. Really what you want is something that hits them for 1,500 points when you shoot them from behind and get a good critical on them. But that's one that I may pull the trigger on, is trying to balance some of those things, looking at PvP stats, trying to get PvP. Because right now, PvP, there's a lot of stuff that's awesome, but it limits playstyles because there's some that are just not effective, and how you PvE does not work that well. But the thing, now that I've said all that, the thing that I have the tech for, I just haven't gotten to set numbers for, is a multiplier for PvP damage. So when you hit somebody in PvP with this skill, so maybe like aimed shot or skewer or something gets like a 0.7. So it only does 70% of the damage in PvP. Whereas some of these other skills that are just totally ineffective in PvP get a bump up in terms of how much damage they do. But again, trying to get some balance into PvP without screwing up the PvE side of things. It's a really... Please don't nerf. Can I nerf archery a little bit for PvP so people have an opportunity to do something other than archery? The big things that'll probably happen for PvP is there may be one or two skills. There'll be more than one or two. There'll be a few that get like a little tuned down. But really the big thing for PvP is the casting. Magic spells are just, you can't be an effective PvPer with magic skills. I'd like to get that a little bit improved. Why is the first example skewered? Now again, this is only PvP stuff, not touching it for PvE. I mean, we may touch it for PvE too, but this is really just trying to give you examples of things we're trying to do because we recognize that the balance for PvE and PvP, you have like two different goals. Like these guys down here, like he can't be using most magic skills. He'll get slaughtered just if he tries to magic these guys. All these guys you see. If I go and I look at how people were killed, what skill was used to kill someone, got the killing blow. Magic is always getting, is always somewhat trash. And a lot of that is because there's really good defensive things against magic. I am aware also that some things are broken balance in terms of how much damage resistance. Apparently, the damage absorption number, which is supposed to be capped, either that cap broke or it's not getting applied properly. That'll probably get turned back so that you get damage absorption gets back to the cap of like 80 or 90%. Because if not, some of these guys, again, can get up to 200 plus, 300 plus damage resistance. And if they have 100% absorption, that means anything under 300 points, they won't even notice. So try and get that down to, 300 points turns into 60 points. That type of balance. So there's a few of those type things I'm going to take, and I'm trying to take feedback from players. And again, I'm trying to make sure the stuff I'm changing for PvP, if you're a PvEer only, you won't even notice, you won't even be able to tell. Just trying to get it to the point where PvP guys have an opportunity. Right now, you can see this guy's using magic, but honestly, it's just his extra thing. I guarantee you he's going to be killing people. Oh, somebody shot a lightning bolt. But they're going to get their killing blows always with melee weapons. Let's see. Oh, it's past 4 o'clock. Let me do another drawing. This is for the... What the heck was I giving away? This was for the... home. Oh, it was for the Kobold home. Hold on. It was for the town Kobold 3-story. Kobold 3-story. And that one is going to... where's my thing? Giveaways. All right, hey, you guys ready? Picking a winner. Hold on, let me get so I can see it when it comes out so I can celebrate too. Hey, thank you very much. Let me see. I need to thank Oma Rally 0. Thank you very much. And Disappointed Dad Pilgrim. What? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. And also, thank you for the resub, Key Mans of Sore. Here we go. You ready? Bam. Well. Oops. Sorry, Coswald's the guy I talked to a lot. And he also was just speaking up on chat, so. I was pretending. I'd always do this when Star and I would stream, and Star would get furious with me because he thinks that people would believe me. But it is actually just using the Streamlabs chat bot. If you don't like the random number generators, talk to the Streamlabs guys. But anyways, congratulations, Coswald. I know who you are. Even though I do call you Cosworth sometimes. Sorry about that. Let's see, and I reopened it. Let me pick something else. Again, see, I'm going for, this is the trick here. Because to get a town home, get a town lot, you gotta spend at least a little bit of money to get there. So maybe if I give some of these town lots away, then you upgrade your lot to get there. Whereas if I give away village homes, that's just like, everybody's got village. I got banks full of village. Let's see. Now the Obsidian Tower one is a great way to annoy your town mates because it's so insanely tall, but I hate the inside deco surfaces. They're horrible. But the Viking 3-story, that's not the same one I have now. I did the Viking walls. We'll do the Viking 3-story next. I'll give that away in about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to do probably one last thing. I'll give away something at the end that's big. Probably call it about 4:30 so I can get to make good with the kiddo for Minecraft. And this has been pretty painless. I'll try and do this every week until we're caught up on our Ask a Dev stuff. Even if I'm doing it solo. Let's see. Back to the Ask a Dev. Let's see. Pin. I have a question here. Does elixir receptiveness improve poison potions? That is a question I don't know the answer to. Give me 1 minute. I'll pull up things. It'll take me a minute. Also, it'll make my game lag because I'm opening Unity, which eats up like 20 gigs of RAM. I'll get back to that in just a minute. Can we have pillows made of cotton? I'm allergic to feathers. No answer. Bridge Troll, what is coming the next patch? Well, this is a 2-week-old or 3-week-old, maybe 4-week-old question, so I don't think I can answer that question. I'll move along. I can tell you what's coming in the next patch now. The next patch, I know we're at the point where we only move over stuff that is required there. There will be an update to the Lua stuff so that you have a faster way to do text drawing. that does not cause that massive hitching. It is... I was able to get 800 strings drawn to the screen, and still, it did affect performance some, but it was still in the 30 frames per second range. So, and you can't do 800. What are you gonna do with 800 strings? Not 800 letters, but 800 different strings. So, anyways, that'll be in the next patch. Which reminds me, I need to publish the QA patch so you guys can test that for me. But a few more fixes and bug fixes, and I'm not sure what else. I'll look around and see if there's anything critical. I might turn off the move stuff just until I can get a real fix in. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'm not sure if the disease is worse than the cure, but I'll see. Let's see. Oh, this is good. Last stream we did someone brought up can we change the 10-hour buffs to be 3-day buffs? And we changed them 3 days. So now we have Diablotine. This is how things go. This is our life. How about changing the 3-day buff to a 7-day buff? By the end of the year, it would be pretty much a permanent buff if we took people's advice on it every time. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Is there a chance to have the keyboard-bound zoom function work more gradually instead of switch between max zoom in? I didn't know it did do that. Like the mouse wheel? Oh, that's probably, so maybe you're talking about the zoom for the mouse wheel for the camera zoom? That's a little confusing one, and that's from a while back. That's from Dr. Hernbrand. You out there, Doc? Yeah, the V key, switching between camera modes. Yeah, that does snap. That's the over your head, over the shoulder, or first person view. Let's see. Lineman King's asking, bring cast time down for Savage Sonata. It takes way too long and doesn't last long for a spell. That's kind of intentional because it's super OP. Even after being nerfed like 27 times, it's still pretty OP. So again, it's one of those where the cost for it is the time you have to spend casting it. That's the only thing that can really make it, that's, again, we have to look at what things you can have. Oh, I have one for you guys. I know you'll all scream, no! But another one that I have on my short list of balance items to do is reducing the in-combat regen, basically across the board by maybe 50%. Speaking of things that have cost, and we try to put cost on things. And that, again, is one where right now we try to balance things for focus. Focus is supposed to be a cost. No one ever thinks about focus because there's so many ways over the years, just so many different ways to increase focus regen have come along that it's become a non-cost. It makes it really tough for balance because, again, we can't really, focus cost isn't something we can even factor in when we're looking at things and trying to balance it. Like, I have a really cool spell that costs a lot of focus. Well, no one cares because they regen focus so fast. So Gwendolyn, so there are some people who do have focus cost, and some of that is because we did try to fix some of the focus cost, try to make it an actual cost by turning some numbers stupidly high. So along with that would be turn down some of the stupidly high numbers for just a handful of spells. Really, a lot of them are AE spells. Duration AE spells in particular, but really AE spells that do a lot of damage. But turn down some of those and then turn down the focus regen. Hi, Eileen. Nerf, balance my ass. So the challenge with that, of course, as I mentioned, is we look for ways to put cost on things. Having the focus be a cost is the primary one, or what's supposed to be there, but the primary one, due to focus regen rates being insane for many people, it quits becoming a balance. So, and again, it may be one we can try it on. I throw it on QA and get some feedback from people and see what people think. It's also one that, there's other ways to get focused back in terms of potions and other things. But hey, thank you very much, Royu Spirituality. ... Dragon. I knew there's something on the end there. It doesn't show up on my screen thing. All right, well, that's just one I'm throwing around. It's one that, again, maybe that's one that we need to get... Elgarion needs to do a giant spreadsheet and come up with some real numbers for skills and try to do some balancing on those things. That's one that I think if we tried to balance skills would be a significant challenge and would also upset a lot of people. But again, he's managed to pull off a lot of band-aids and do some big balancing stuff without upsetting too many people. I think I just saw someone flutter down and fall. And also, for those who don't know the speed in here, if it looks like things are going faster than normal, it's because I have the speed on 1.7x. I'll just go all the way up to 2 for a while. All right, let me answer one more question, then I'm going to try to do the drawing. Let's see. Could it be possible to make Icefield work like Caltrops for the damage, but have it scale off the water attunement for its damage? I'm trying to figure out how Caltrops are different than water, or than Icefield. Do Caltrops damage you on move? Only if you move? Speed is good. Hey, and thank you, Eileen Dragonfire. Thank you. Trying to see, that's a player fighting a non-player. Anybody know on the Caltrops? I did some work on them a while back, but I forget what they do in terms of damage or how they're different. Someone requesting damage for Icefield be the same as for Caltrops. Confuses me because I didn't know that there was anything majorly different other than obviously numbers. Let's see. Hold on, digging. Going through some of our answers to things. Denarian Crinchesbon, butchered that name every time. Probably said it 100 times. But how about making higher level crafters have scaled effects when crafting? Currently, the difference between a GM crafter and someone with 150 skill is ... not much. 2.4 million invested versus 240 million in skill. There should be a bigger difference. Yeah, this is one that comes up a lot, and it's one... just the whole crafting in general and how much to scale up crafting stuff is a question we talk about a lot. There were some problems. I'm trying to remember what the problems were before, but there were some things just because things are binary. Basically, you would see no improvements in stuff. Not binary. Integers rather than decimal. You wouldn't see improvements in some things for a lot of skill levels. But I can mention again, that's one I know that that's one I trust Elgarion to look at, but I thought he made a pass on that. Let me see. I'll put it on our channel for his feedback. I try not to step on toes too much in terms of crafting, just because he's done such an amazing job with many of his changes. He does have some exciting changes. I think he talked about them briefly on a previous stream, but just in terms of coming up with some new categories of items that will be relic type things. I'm trying to remember what the names were for them. But basically, some that are they can't be combined. They're extremely rare. Trying to get again scarcity playing a factor. And I'm trying to remember. One of them is repairable, but the one that's going to be the most rare one, the most powerful one, will probably be a non-repairable in any way. So you just can't repair it at all. So it's basically almost a consumable, but that gives us the opportunity, since have scarcity to it, and it will not be a permanent item, as many items are effectively permanent. It will actually be one that will be have a quite visible power difference. Hold on. Okay, let me do the quick drawing. This is for the... God. What did I buy? I don't remember what I bought. Hold on. I'm looking. Viking 3-story stronghold. That's it. Viking 3-story. Whoop. That's what I gave away last time. Oh no, last time I gave away the Kobold 3-story. Okay. This one is going to... Do. You guys ready? Are we ready? Hello, Irish Eyes. Irish Eyes, have you done your raffle? You should do a raffle if you have not done your raffle yet. I'm waiting for you to do that. Oh, no, I do see you in there. You're in there. You're next to last on the list.
Daddy, what's a raffle?
A raffle?
A raffle. You just
a raffle?
Raffle.
Well, raffle would be to... Well, unravel is when you unravel when you take like undo string or something like that. It's kind of a weird term. A raffle is what I meant to say, and that is where people throw their names in a hat and then we pull one out and give away a prize. So that's what I'm doing. You want to click the button? Can you click that button right there? Pick winner. Here we go. You did it. Hold on, down here. Now you got to read this name. Read that name right there.
I can't see it.
Can you pronounce it? That one right there?
Kim-Safor?
That's probably as well as I would do.
Really?
Keyman of Sor.
Damien.
Keyman of Sor, congratulations. This is a super reader here. This little girl, how many books a day are you reading now?
Well, what kind of books? Short books are like, well, a lot. And if I read long books, then still a lot.
He is Keyman. She's been reading, I don't know, 500 plus pages a day. Not exaggerating. Hey, thank you very much, Aaron Doom. Oh, are you guys trying to get a thing going? You're close. You're so close. I can feel it. Yeah, she's reading, what are you reading? You're reading the Babysitter's Club books now?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you read, like 3 of those yesterday, like 200 pages apiece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's a reader. Already had a hype train. I missed it. What did we get to? How many levels did we get on the hype train? Keyman, I have you down for the Viking 3 story. 1 level. Okay, well, we'll do... I'll tell you what. For the final thing here, I'll give away a deed, lot deed, and a house to 2 different people. So I'll give away the lot deed as the extra thing for getting the level 1. Man, level 1. No energy today. You guys... At this point, look, there's a guy down there. I have the scene sped up, so they're all going crazy fast. You excited about Minecraft? I told him I couldn't stay too long because I had to play Minecraft with you. All right, let me allow entries again into the raffle. There you go. It is not for Viking Castle. Well, let me pick the item, and then I'm going to answer about 5 more questions, hopefully rapid fire. I'll pull them off the more recent list. I'll pin where I was in this list, and then I'll go answer some of the more recent ones. So in case you're someone who entered one here today. And let's see. You know what? I'm going to give away deeds, homes, property deeds. Let's see. What's a town deed? Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
What is it?
A town deed. That guy right there. So we're going to do, as my infinite generosity, near infinite.
But that was pretty good. $8,000.
Yeah, 8,000. What is 8,000 times 3?
24,000. Everyone knows.
Obviously, everyone knows that 8,000 times 3 is 24,000. She also does a little math.
Like 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, that's right. I need to get down there. Let me, I'll get over here. You guys can come find me in the, oh, hold on. Okay. I am still GM Ghost. Whoops, that is not what I do. GM Ghost, there we go. Now,
You look the same, Dad.
oh, well, I do to me, but now they can see me. Okay, I'm up here, come kill me. Let me pick, so we'll give away a town deed. That'll be your bonus for the thing you did. Oh, I'm super encumbered too, so I'm not gonna be able to even move.
It is silly.
Dog's anxious for walk. Well, come kill me, dude. Come at me, bro. Why is my screen red? Oh, that didn't take too long. This is my tester character and my spy character that I have to spy on you. We'll see what you get.
I have no idea what that means.
There you go. Let's see. So we will go with... Again, I really like this one. So we're going to do a Stone Keep Townhome for the second prize that we'll give away. A little after, we'll do about 10 more minutes. We'll do about 5 more questions.
I think you're dead.
Does kind of look like I'm dead. And he killed me with magic, too.
Ooh. Wait, what? I'm not sure what this really means.
That's one of those...
I don't know who is killing you.
That guy there.
Oh, wow.
Cowboy Bill is killing me. I'm coming at you, Cowboy... Oh, not even close.
Are you a ghost?
I am. Take that. Oh, yeah. I gotcha.
No, you.
All right. Anyways, let me answer a few questions here. I'll resurrect myself one more time to make myself Chompers in a barrel. See, it's going to be Chompers. It won't even be Atos. It'll just be Chompers. Chompers is probably more rare. There's a lot of Atos skulls out there.
Not again.
Let's see. Croc mini skirts. This is from Dangel de Versailles. Croc mini skirts win. I don't know. We do have some more clothing on the list of stuff to be made. I'm not sure how long until it arrives. We will see. It all depends on how things get prioritized. And again, I try to let Damon figure that stuff out because he also tries to mix in some like the rewards with Crown Store stuff with login rewards versus subscriber rewards. So, anyways, I don't know that there's going to be Croc mini skirts on there, but I know that was actually mentioned. This is one. Zythar, can we get a crafting filter only showing recipes for which you have enough materials? If possible, it should also filter till one switches. I forget. I thought that was either something we had or something that was already being worked on. Maybe that's one that it keeps coming up, and everybody on the team, every time it comes up, everybody says, "Great idea, we should do that," and then it doesn't get done. So I'm making a note to hand that off again to Devicult. That one doesn't sound too hard. That it does get into one of those where you end up checking a lot of stuff, but I think we already might check. We had a slowdown a while back that it was basically caused by doing, that type thing where you've got hundreds and hundreds of recipes for things, and then you have thousands of items in your bag, and it's going through and doing all the finds and checks, and it was actually causing some performance problems. But let's see.
Hey, Dad, I think he killed you with magic again.
Yeah, he did. Garaya Kulas asks, since the Frost Giant is so hard to kill, will everyone in the party get something other than XP? Seems disheartening to spend so much time down it and not get anything. People have not even been trying to kill him lately, which makes me sad. We spent a lot of time on that Frost Giant, and I think he's killable. You guys should be killing him. He's got cool stuff. That was one we talked about putting a buff where everybody nearby got a buff, or he created a buff at his death spot.
Daddy killed him once. Wait, are you dead again?
Yep, now I'm in a different spot.
At least you're not completely dead.
Oh wait, I don't want to go to Blood Bay.
Yeah, that does not sound very friendly.
Blood Bay? Yeah. It is also PvP. Also, I have to be in here so I can remember to turn off the speed. Let's see. Whoops. I'm going to get killed by him, aren't I? Alright, I'm just going to stay dead here for a while.
Okay.
But the giant does have some good items now. Let me check to see. Last time I looked, he had only been killed. I think there were only 3 players in the game, but one of them that had killed him was Sanyo. And Sanyo was killing him over and over again on live, trying to reproduce the health bug that he had for a while. I don't think he has the health bug anymore. We've tried to reproduce it. You guys may have a different opinion on that. And by opinion, I mean you might have better facts than we do. But I'll see if anybody else has killed him. It had only been 2 different players, but somebody had killed him twice. Always in a group. And let's see, last. Anybody else kill him? Let's see, Frost Giant and in case people were wondering, the last time I checked the stats, it was players 3, Frost Giant 241. So he'd killed 241 people and been killed 3 times. So.
Oh wow.
But he should have some good loot. I am pretty sure he had some good loot. We'll probably be putting some more good loot on him as well. Let's see. We'll see. Yep, looks like it's still just Sanyo, and I think somebody was saying that somebody's crew, somebody knew who it was. So, B got the kill? Yeah. Oh, Maxine, tell us a story about Bacon Betty. How's Bacon Betty doing?
In Minecraft?
Yeah, in Minecraft. They want to know. They know all about Bacon Betty.
They do?
I mentioned Bacon Betty.
Okay. Well, Bacon Betty has been selling a lot of fish, and also she is in the apple right now, in the gigantic apple that.
Oh, that's right. You built a giant apple.
It took me 2 days.
But the giant actually received a nerf. You didn't hear him complaining about it, but he got nerfed. That's when you make something softer and weaker.
Dad, why do you keep going there?
That's because I keep not reviving out there. I didn't do a resurrect me. The guys killed me, and then I will auto revive. But the giant did receive a health and health regen nerf, so he should actually be a little easier. But again, he's still insanely tough. This was actually looking into some of the issues and some of the bugs, and just observing some of the people trying to fight him, who are some of the best, at least better players in the game, working together. And as they said, it was like 2 hours to kill him. He's not an easy fight.
2 hours?
And he's probably going to get some more abilities coming up soon. So he'll probably not get more health, but he'll still be insanely tough, but he'll probably have some other abilities. Now, I will mention on the adding abilities side of things, that is one of those things that adding abilities seems like it may make him tougher, but a lot of times it spreads out the more dangerous stuff that happens. So adding more abilities to him can actually make him weaker. Still won't die quickly.
That's a little confusing. Now, what was I going to say?
I don't know, but I need to wrap up my stream so we can play our thing. Thank you for joining me, though. Why don't you get back and try and finish that book?
Okay.
Let's see. Let me get the question stuff up there, and then I'm going to do a couple more questions here. Oh, I'm going to do questions off the front. Hold on, let me get back up there. I got to go pin where it was. Okay, that's pinned. Let me find the more recent questions. Work my way back. Small bags dyeable. Trying to think, because you don't really see them on the player. You see them in your inventory, I guess would be the challenge, is making them so the icon wouldn't be different. But if you place them as a deco, we could make that different. We do have the tech for dyeable decos. So yeah, making bags dyeable would be cool. And I don't think it would be that hard.
Well, Dad, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say something about the ice giant. You said that took players 2 hours to kill, but I saw you kill it in like 10 minutes. Oh, right, because you have the strength potion.
Strong like ox. Here's another one. When will we be able to upgrade to keep and castle lots again? I didn't know you couldn't do that again. I thought that's one that we were opening, we'd already had open. Maybe that was a specific type, like a keep, like a water lot, or a place anywhere keep a castle. I'm all for letting you guys upgrade on stuff. So I'll put some asterisks around that one. And talk, again, Elgarion is keeper of all things, why we do or do not do things. Let's see, market tint dyeable. Making things dyeable, sadly, I wish it were something as easy as just putting a flag on it to say this is dyeable. We can get pretty close to having it that level of simplicity, but really what we have to do is we have to go in and for the texture for whatever it is, we have to go and make a separate texture that's a 24-bit texture, and then we use the first 8 bits to mark one channel and then the second 8 bits to mark another channel. So basically you have to mark channels, because that's, I'm sure you guys know, you can dye stuff and it doesn't turn the whole thing one color. But that is what we could do. Is the super easy version is we just make it so one channel turns the whole thing that color. It still takes a little bit, because even with like bags, you probably don't want to have it so the rope gets dyed or whatever, other little extra pieces on it. On the tint, it would be a little more work, because again, we got to go in and separate out stuff. But sometimes we can go in for the techie art people out there. Sometimes we can go in and just generate that map from the source. We can go and look and like maybe pull the spec channel or pull the normal map and do some little tweaks on it and turn that into the mask for things. But that's really the time consuming part, is making the channels. Other than that, after that, then we have to go and set a flag to say this is diable. But let's see. Irish Eyes ask, why doesn't my headless horseman light up like the large one? I have no idea. That's another one I'm going to talk to the team about this week. Is there's decos coming for Halloween, but I think the decos don't show up for Halloween. At some point, the decision was made, and I should have squashed it out, that the decos would go live on the 28th, basically next release, which is only 3 days before Halloween. Who wants to buy Halloween decorations or get Halloween decorations as a reward, and you only have 3 days to put them up? Of course, if you're like me, you leave your decorations up for like a month afterwards anyway, so maybe it's okay. Let's see. Gaylorn Hammerthrow, can we get an option for more combat decks? I'm having to delete all of my costume decks to accommodate multiple crafting, farming, and fishing decks. I thought I already turned that up to like 24. You guys are going through more than 24? I can go turn that up. That's a pretty easy one. That is one that we're looking at in terms of, here's one of the things we've never done that we keep saying we should do, and again, something like that situation feels fair, is making it so that's one where if you are a current rewards program person, that you can have more slots. And again, this is, you can always, it doesn't give you more power, it's just more convenience type stuff. Like you said, you're using that for your different crafting and, costume decks and that type stuff. So what do you guys think? Would that be something that feels fair if that were something like if you're a subscriber rewards, active rewards program, that you get twice as many slots or something? Talk amongst yourselves. Sure, says someone who may be a subscriber, or is probably a subscriber already. No. Darton, come on, man. Yeah, and again, this wouldn't be punishing anybody else out there. It'd just be opening up even more decks and costume decks for convenience to players. Because again, I know you guys, if you're new to the game and you're sitting there thinking like, how can they have so many combat decks? They don't have that many combat decks. They have a deck of like, here's my Halloween costume thing for going to a Halloween party, and here's my pilgrim costume, and then they have a bunch of combat decks, and then they have like, here's my crafting, and here's what I'm doing if I'm out just harvesting. Then some people have like, here's my PvP decks, and then here's my PvP deck for ranged or for support or whatever. And here's, I'm sure there's people who are like set up, here's my Frost Giant. So anyway, so that'd be a good one to put on there. I'll put asterisks next to that one too. All right, and if anybody's upset about it, I'll tell them Irish Eyes said I had to do it. All right. Yeah, I'm way over time here, and it's cutting into Minecraft time. I need to go check on Bacon Betty with Maxine. And also I mentioned earlier in the stream I was trying to get a room cleared out. That room clear out is so I can get some stuff set up in there. But so Maxine and I can play Shroud of the Avatar side by side some. So, in case you're wondering. Casey Cupcakes. She plays creative. We have a survival map that I run a server for. No, I'm not going to give you the IP for it, but it's a survival map that is we've been playing on for a long time. It's like honeycomb, just like underground tunnels and all sorts of stuff in there. But I set it up for her and her friends to play on, because this is what 7-year-olds do apparently, is play Minecraft. That and program. Let's see. I need to find the thing. I'm looking for the thing. Okay, so I'm going to give away these last two big prizes. First one I'm going to give away is going to be the house. It'll be that castle lot thingy house. I've died at the hands of somebody or another. Let's see. Viking. No, that's not what it was. Where is it? Stone Keep. So the Stone Keep will go to one person, then I'll draw another name, and they will get the big prize. The Town Lot Deed goes to... You guys ready? Let me make sure this is opened up. Okay, you guys are all in there. No whammies, no whammies. You can blame Maxine for the last one for giving the 3-story to Keyman. This time it's all me, though. The first one is the Stone Keep, and it is going to... Kinsai GM. Wait a minute. Kinsai GM. Are you really a GM? Kinsai. And this is also the point in the stream where some people probably have left. My numbers have continued to go up, by the way, on my viewers. But I know that some people left and some new people came in. Because some people have to like drive home from work. I'm going to assume that Kinsai GM is actually Kinsai in game. If not, congratulations to unrelated person named Kinsai who will be receiving a Stone Keep. Grandmaster, sorry. All right, here's the last one. You ready? Anybody else not in there? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? You guys ready? You're all in there. Dupes. Dupes. Okay, you guys ready? Here's the big one, Town. Lineman King. If you are watching this, by the way, and you can't get in the raffle, it's because you have not followed the channel. You got to give me a follow. You don't have to be a subscriber or anything, but a follow. You got to follow. Show me some love. Like Chow Ming 26 did, as did Gravity 42, speaking of names I've seen for eons and eons. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not giving confirmation anymore. It usually gives confirmation, so. Anyways, here we go. Town lot goes to, bam, the Mad Chef of Xenos. You have won. Mad Chef. I forget what your name, your spacing in your name is on live. What is your, are you just Mad Chef? Is it Sorgan? Is he Sorgan Toxel? Sorgan? All right. All right. Oh. There we go. Guys, again, I didn't get through nearly as many. I got through like 2 weeks of questions. I got 2 weeks to go. So I will try and do this again next week. I'll make a post about it and update the message of the day. Oh, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to remember to turn off the message of the day right now. Can you believe it? Instead of leaving it on, you log in tomorrow morning, and then I have people messaging me and saying, are you going to turn that thing off? Oh no, I'm turning it off now. There it is. Turned off. Let's see. So anyways, so guys, thanks for joining me. Again, I got through a lot of questions, didn't get through nearly all of them. I'll try to get some more next week. I'm going to go mail out these prizes right now. And also the person who sent me the boat for exchange, I will try to get your boat and send you back the correct boat, the other boat. And, oh, I left the super speed on in the fall. I'm going to leave that, I guess I'll let that play out for a while there. It's not in the tops in terms of XPs. It actually does get pretty high if you do the Lich cycle there. Maybe this will get it back up towards the top. So that'll stay there. The way that works is the server will remember that setting until the scene goes down. So as soon as everybody's left the scene for a while, it will go back to normal speed. So I'm sure that means that you guys are now organizing a sign-in spreadsheet so that people will stay in that scene and keep it active forever so you can try and exploit things. So I know how it goes. But guys, again, stay safe out there. I'll go look for someone. Is anybody streaming right now besides me? Twitch. Doot. No, not that. Let's see, hold on. Get ready for the echo. Oh, got it off in time. Let's see. Oh, there's tons of people. Oh, the Graceful Bard is streaming. No, there's lots of good people here. These are all like some of my favorite people. Sid's streaming. Serpentwine's streaming. He's been streaming a lot lately. Coswald is amazing. Skeggy is amazing. But Feisty Friday, the Graceful Bard, is gracing us with her presence. I will make it no secret that I play favorites, at least in who I raid sometimes. Love seeing the Graceful Bard here, and if you want to see some amazing role-playing and also some adventuring, some music, see if she sings for you guys. I'll put pressure on her. She's the way to go. Coswald is amazing. Skeggy is across the board doing all sorts of good stuff. Amazing. Coswald's got tons of knowledge and good feedback. Sid as well. And Serpentwine always doing something in-game lots. But we're going to go with the Graceful Bard just because I haven't had the opportunity to raid her in a while. But everybody has their favorite. I know. Whoops. Hold on. The Graceful Bard. All right, getting ready to raid there. Guys, again, thank you for joining me. Be safe out there. Again, I just got my vaccines, although mine was for shingles and flu. I already have my COVID vaccines. But I'll probably go collapse now. But guys, be safe out there. Have fun. I'll try and get some things in. We will have at least one more patch. There's been a QA build that I've still not pushed out. I'll try and get that pushed out, that has the changes to Lua in it for the performance stuff. So I did have to change the function name, and actually I had to change how you call it. You call the push text rather than being from OnGUI. You can call it from OnGUI, but it's still crazy slow if you call it from OnGUI. It's so weird, that function. It's nuts. But this will be one that is draw text. You can do it from anywhere. It also has you can change the font size in it as well and some other stuff in it. So again, I'll try and push that out now. But actually first I'm going to go push out all these prizes to you guys while I push you guys over to the Graceful Bard. Again, there's lots of guys streaming right now. Skeggy's amazing, Coswald, Sid, Serpentwine. Take your pick. If not, the Graceful Bard. But guys, see you next time. I'm going to do this again next Friday, hopefully. Talk to you later. Bye. Bam! And